Afternoon students, we are discussing about the chapter 3 of our changing earth in geography, and we had already completed all the important topics of this chapter. So this is the last 3 topics of this chapter for explanation. So we are discussing about the work of wind. We had already discussed about the work of sea waves and work of glacier. Now in the work of winds, some important topics are remaining, so we are discussing now. First is mushroom rocks. Means why we call these mushroom rocks? Because their shapes is in the form of mushroom. So let's see the discuss about the definition of this. You can see rocks in the shape of the mushroom, means those rocks which are in shape of mushroom, commonly known as mushroom rocks. But the lower section of the rock is eroded more than the upper part, means these are eroded. Here are the graphical, you can see this, the picture. This is the particular landform of sand, means desert, and when wind blow from one place to another, so the large particles of sand are eroded of lower course, means these are the eroded of lower course and their lower portion are narrow, and these rock are upper part, means you can see this upper part have a small sand particles who are deposited on the lower course. So these rocks are wider at the top and narrow at the lower. So this shape created by wind, we are calling this mushroom rocks, because this shape is also see like the mushroom. So the important thing is that the lower section of the rock is eroded more than the upper part, means wind by eroded this lower part more than the upper part. So therefore such rocks have narrow base and wider top. So I hope you understand properly that what the mushrooms rocks are formed by the wind. Now the next topic is sand dunes. The name is also called sand, means it is created by sand. When the wind blows, it lifts and transports sand from one place to another, means the work of wind is it transported one place to another. What thing? Sand transported to one place to another, that is when it stops blowing, the sand falls and get deposited in low hill like structure. So it formed by the low hill like structure, and these are called sand dunes. So it is very simple and easiest definition explanation of what are the sand dunes. At the last point of this chapter, loess. What is loess? When we have already discussed in the mushroom rocks, these are the small sand particles and large sand particles. Loess is made by the grains of sand, a very small particles of sand. So when the grains of sand are very fine and light, the wind can carry it for very long distances. Means wind can carry these small and grains of sand particles carry a very long distance. When such sand is deposited in large area, when it deposited at a large place or large area, that is called loess. So I hope you understand properly what are mushroom rocks, sand dunes and loess. So this is the last topic of this chapter. Let's start the question answer. This is a very short question. First is in our textbook is why do the plates move? So we had already understand properly in the previous videos why plates are moved. Means plates are continuously moved. They cannot stop. But we cannot feel that because it's very small shaped and very slowly move to one another. That's why we cannot feel plates are moved. So the plates move because of the movement of the molten magma inside the earth. So this is the very simplest answer of this question. You can note it down, and these 3 important topics you can note it. So I hope you understand. Clear about you? Thank you. Good afternoon students. We had completed the chapter 3rd in geography, our changing earth, and we had also completed the first answer the following question in our textbook. So we are starting here from question number 2. Question is asking us what are exogenic and endogenic forces. Means we had already discussed in the previous videos explanation portion what are exogenic and what are endogenic. those are surface on the earth, those forces are surface on the earth that are exogenic, and those are inside the surface are endogenic. But in the answer form we are writing the forces that work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic, means those forces on the surface that are exogenic. Those forces which act in the interior of the earth are called as endogenic forces. This is written in our textbook also. Now the third question is asking us what is erosion. We had already learned about this, that in the weathering part, what is the erosion? Erosion means wearing away something from the landscape, means the wearing away of the landscape by different agents. Means what are these agents? Water, wind and ice is called erosion. Means this is the important agents or things that responsible for the erosion. Next question is how are flood plains formed? Means here we writing about the process of flood plains. How they formed. When river overflows its banks, means the river overflow during the flood time, overflows its banks, it floods off its neighboring areas, means it's covered its neighboring areas, which deposits layer of fine soil on that area and other material called sediments. We had already discussed about in the second chapter what are sediments. Means this is a settled silt. So these material called sediments along its banks, it does the formation of a flat fertile floodplain. So these things are forming flat fertile floodplains. And next question number 5 is asking us what are sand dunes. Means this is created in the desert and these are hilly like structure, means and created by the wind. Means in our topic work of wind we had already discussed the what are the sand dunes and how they form. But in the answer what we write, the low hills like structure formed due to deposition of sand. Means this is formed by the deposition of sand at one place by wind. Means at one place by wind in the desert is called sand dunes. So this is all about this video, but you can write it properly in your notes copy and learn it. This is our textbook question, so this is we have already completed first and these are second, third, fourth and fifth. We can continue about the next exercises. So I hope you understand properly, learn it today and write it in your copy. Thank you. Good afternoon students. We are continue with the chapter 3 in geography, ever changing earth, and we had already completed the explanation portion, the MCQs, question answers short and long, and here we conclude the MCQs at the last. Mushroom rocks are found in which area? River, valley, desert or glacier. So mushroom rocks are formed by the wind and it's found in the desert. Let's continue with the next question. Match the following. Let's talk about this match. Glacier, it is already work of ice. So this is the river of ice we can call. Meander, this is the connected with the river. That's why we already match that meander with river. Beach are formed by in the seashores. Sand dunes, it is found in the desert. Waterfalls, it is also work of sea cliff. And at last earthquake, it's a vibration of earth. So this is the matched with the answers. You can learn it and note it down in your copy. Let's have important terminology of this chapter. The first term is atmosphere. We can properly and very much familiar about this word, but you can write the definition also. The huge blanket of air that surrounds earth, means this is the surrounded by, means atmosphere is surrounded our earth from all sides and these are the atmosphere. Now then exogenic forces. Forces are already applied by inside and outside. So those forces that work on the surface, means the forces that work on the surface of the earth are called exogenic forces. Means those on the surface, not inside the surface. Those surface those forces inside the surface, that is endogenic, and outside the surface, that is exogenic. At the last, erosion, the wearing away of the landscape by water, wind and ice, that is called erosion. Means some changes created by the water, wind and ice in their work area. This wearing away causes by these three things, we are calling that erosion. So I hope you understand properly. We had already completed whole chapter with explanation and question answers. So you can write it properly, systematically, learn it because you are free, and this is the good time for learning. So I hope you understand properly, write it also. So thank you, stay safe.